if getting the kids on and off the bus and acclimating them to the bus is an issue, can we give the kids a round-trip bus ride to the parking lot and back on some day prior to the start of school?
The day we do the breakfast.
They don't even have to get off.
Didn't that happen at one year?
Probably. I don't remember if we've done that, Suzanne.
I don't think the other two schools do that, John.
Probably not.
No.
I remember doing that.
That first day of school, you're gonna have parents that bring their child because they're gonna all cry and so forth. And I've done this, and it doesn't make any difference. So I think you should bring them all.
So would we?
And also, I've heard kids say to other kids, "Oh, I have to go to. You're going to have to go to school the first, whatever the day is there, the 27th, but I won't have to go. My brother won't have to go."
I think we're gonna amend it to say student day pre-K. Technician at Soccerview Valley Elementary School. Nathan Morin, long-term physical education substitute at Soccerview Valley Elementary School. Rob Crotto, JV baseball coach. Buddy Eastman, varsity baseball assistant coach. Steve Bridges, varsity football coach. Accepted resignations from Tim McLaughlin, varsity football coach. Amy Doucette, educational technician at Soccerview Valley Middle School. And accepted intends to retire from Joyce Page, teacher at Soccerview Valley Elementary School, and Susan Stacy, an educational technician at Soccerview Valley High School. We certainly thank Joyce and Susan for their years of service and dedication to SAD 55. Thank you, Joyce and Susan.
Okay, we'll move on to the policy report, March 13th meeting. A report was given to the committee regarding a meeting between the Student Council, Dr. Landry and Art Melanson, to discuss future plans for student participation on the board. Policy EEA, Student Transportation Services, was reviewed and revised to include wording requiring pre-K students to use a 5-point safety seat provided by the district when riding on a school bus. The committee also reviewed policies JICH, Student Substance Abuse, and JICH-R, Student Substance Abuse Rule for possible future revision. So the following policies were reviewed and are recommended for a first read. EEA, Student Transportation Services. So for action items, consideration to approve the following policy as a first read, EEA, Student Transportation Services.
So moved.
So moved by Judy, seconded by John. Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, other action items, consideration to approve the 2019-2020 school budget. Consideration to add the full-time position of substance abuse counselor for the 2019-2020 school year due to changes in local conditions pursuant to 20A MRSA Section 13201. Consideration that the vote entitled "Vote to Call and Approve the Warrants for the Budget Meeting and the Validation Referendum and to Authorize the Notice of Amounts Adopted" be approved in form presented to this meeting, and that a copy of said vote be included with the minutes of this meeting.
I move to dispense with the reading of the motion and to adopt action items 1, 2, and 3 as written and presented.
Second.
John, Brad, hang on
Oh.
for all. Hang on. Yep, go ahead,
All in
Arthur.
favor? Opposed? Motion carries.
Saves you some reading, Arthur.
Okay. Consideration to establish May 15, 2019 as the date for the computation and declaration of votes on the referendum vote and any other business for board action information. Okay, consider.
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
Judy, seconded by Diane. Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries.
Before you go on, Arthur, I feel bad, I need a parliamentarian, but just wanted to note for the record, or we can approve an amended vote, just to align it with the collective bargaining agreement, move to add the full-time position of social worker hyphen substance abuse counselor. I think we all know it's a social worker. I think that person would be covered by the CBA anyway, but just so we can be super clear, not my fault, but it occurred to me, substance social workers are in our collective bargaining agreement. We all know this is a social worker, but let's be clear for the written record down the road as we produce minutes, social worker hyphen substance abuse counselor, if you please. I'm on number 2, just adding social worker hyphen in front of substance abuse counselor, so it's clearly a collectively bargained teaching type position. Is that okay? So I need a motion second, probably on the amendment. Pardon me?
You're amending number 2.
Amending
Yes.
number 2. Can I, so how the motion
So,
second
make a
and
motion to
amended?
amend number 2 as said.
Nancy.
Nancy,
Second.
seconded by Judy.
Judy.
All in favor? Opposed?
Amended.
So it will read
It
social
will
worker substance abuse.
Hyphen, yes.
Okay, was that all?
That's all, and if
Okay.
you wanted me to do a brief presentation of the budget for people on TV, I know you've heard it 3 or 4 times, you probably don't want to hear it again, but it's up to you. I can go briefly, and we don't have to. I know you know it. Maggie's not looking excited. Maggie just made
Well,
a
I
face
know
at
we're
me.
gonna have it again, too.
Yes, I don't care. We don't have to. It's fine. It's gonna be
Whatever you wanna do.
No, there'll be a budget book presented. It'll be on our website tomorrow, so people can look at it there. Anybody can call me with questions. It's the budget we've presented several times to our board.
For anyone watching, they'd probably like to hear the bottom line about.
Sure.
total dollar.
This is from memory. So bottom line budget, the increase 0.96% increase to the local taxpayer. In
Do you want
fact,
to just
Sue,
do these
maybe
two
just that.
slides?
Sure.
Maybe this, the total?
Actually, just go to the one for the taxpayer. That one, Suzanne. Thank you. Hang on. These would be. Thank you, Mr. Doyle. I think that's well put. To do this every year, and I know, Jesus, clearly I saw Maggie's face, so I'll try and put a little more life into it. But the increased budget to our local taxpayers is $74,339. There's that many mills combined in our towns, equates to a 0.96% increase. If we were all one community, and I'll explain, we'll do one other slide, it's a 10-cent mill impact or $10 on a $100,000 home from this budget. So if you go that one, perfect. Now, our towns aren't evaluated the same way every year, so this is a slide our school board / school district has no control over, based on the fact that Baldwin and Cornish went up a little more, Hiram actually went down in valuation, and these two went up a little less. There's the spread of mill impacts to each individual town that will be produced in the budget book. So worse, if you look at it that way, Baldwin and Cornish, $20 to a $100,000 home. Hiram, our Hiram board members hopefully, we're actually decreasing $9 on a $100,000 home based on the school budget. And Fort and Parsonsfield somewhere in the middle. So that's the bottom line. Great slides, good suggestion, John. And feel free, anybody watching, anybody with questions, we'll put it on our website tomorrow, our actual budget book. It'll be a public presentation April 29th at 7 p.m. middle school cafeteria. And we will go in great detail. Thank you.
Okay. So we're down here to number 4, I believe, right?
Number 4, sir. Yes, that's correct.
Consideration to elect a school board chairperson for 2019-20. So, this is consideration, do I have a first, or make a
So
motion?
moved.
or-
Second.
So moved, second by Judy, second by Jackie.
Jackie.
All in favor? Opposed? Okay. Yeah,
I'd like to nominate Art Melanson as our school board chair for 2019-2020.
Let's hang on. Art. And I heard a second. Jackie.
thank you.
I'd like to nominate John Doyle if he's up for the challenge.
I'd like to politely decline. Thank you.
John. Decline.
Anybody else? All in favor of Art Melanson?
It's a touch awkward vote.
Oh, that is very
All
awkward,
right,
yes.
there you go.
Okay, thank you.
4A.
Consideration to elect a school board vice chairperson for 2019 and 20.
So moved.
Moved by Judy, seconded by Diane. Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries.
I would, can I nominate someone now? I'd like to nominate Margaret Hoxie.
Second.
Maggie, Brad,
I'd like to nominate Judy Ingram.
Sue, Judy. Second on Judy.
Second.
Jackie. P. Vice Chair. Let's see.
All in favor of Maggie Hoxie?
Can we hear?
Hold
from
on,
the
wait, hang on.
What, John?
Can we hear from the candidates?
Yes, speak.
Sure.
Speech.
What would you like to hear?
Why they're interested in running for the position, what they'd like to bring to the position, anything they'd like to tell us.
Do you want me to go, I was nominated first, do you want me to go first? Okay, let me see, well, I bring over 30 years of education experience. I was a principal of a school, so I ran the school for 11 years. I can't do all of this. I have children of my own, I have grandchildren of my own, I have a grandchild in the school, in the middle school. I've served on many committees in the town of Cornish. Let's see, I've been a ballot clerk, I've worked, I'm on the board of directors and a trustee at the Parsonsfield Seminary. I guess that's enough.
I'm glad you went first. All right, John. So
I was just asking on behalf of everybody, just to give people a chance to speak, it's not,
Yep.
hopefully other people want to.
I was a teacher for 32 years and a summer school principal, 13 years on the school board, this school board. I'm chair of the recycling committee for the town of Parsonsfield. I'm president of the board of directors at the health center. I was recently honored, actually, that the town of Porter's town report was dedicated to me for the work that I have done in the community, which was amazing and shocked. And I love the school district. I love kids. I love working with kids. I coached, and I love working with this board. It's a terrific board.
Shall we have a vote? All in favor?
Can-
That is.
Go ahead, Carol.
Can I ask if somewhere in the past, we didn't decide to vote by paper ballot?
It's illegal.
It's illegal?
It's illegal, yes.
Okay, I
It
guess
was
we
back when
won't
we
do
did
that
it.
then.
Back when we did it, it was.
Yep. All in favor of Maggie Hoxie?
Hang on one second. So, Brad,
Oh, I
Carol,
have to vote for me.
Maggie, John, Nancy. I'll say it out loud. Brad, Maggie, Carol, John, Nancy. Okay?
All in favor of Judy Ingram?
Betty, Sue, Judy, Diane, Jackie, Wes, Art. Let me say it one more time, make sure I have Art, Wes, Diane, Jackie, Betty, Sue, Judy. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 to 5, Judy Ingram.
Congratulations.
Okay.
And thank you for the wonderful job you've done, Maggie.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, well, consideration to enter an executive session to discuss a personnel matter pursuant to 1 MRSA Section 4056A.
So moved.
Moved by John, seconded by Diane. Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. We'll enter an executive session to discuss